Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thank you very much for joining me for today's video. So May was a fantastic sewing challenge month. There were 2 challenges hosted by 3 amazing ladies and I made 4 things. So let's get started because I can't wait to show you what I made. So May really was a great month for sewing challenges. First up, we had a Sew Skin Summer hosted by the very lovely Lucy from the Sewing Gardener. She started this challenge last year and it's basically sew something to protect yourselves from the sun because May is Melanoma and Skin Cancer Awareness Month. And I just love supporting Lucy in this fantastic challenge. And spoiler alert, I won a prize this year, so thank you so much, Lucy. Absolutely delighted. So I wanted to make 2 things for that challenge and I'm delighted to say I got both made up. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen these already, but I'd love to show you them in more detail because I'm so delighted how they both came out. First up is this little beauty, and this is a stash capsule, and this is a pattern by my fantastic friend Sam, So Let's Sparkle. I'll link down below her website where you can purchase this pattern for yourself. So it comes in a variety of sizes. This is actually the largest size, and this is basically a little hold all to hold our sunglasses and our sun cream, things like that, within easy reach whenever we leave the house. So delighted with how it came out. I actually have a couple more up here if you can just see behind me as well. Fantastic pattern. So for the outer is this incredible gold craft paper that I got from the Fabric Romance when sadly they closed down recently. And then the lining is bonded nylon that I got from my fantastic friend Orla over at Sewa. I'll link it down below. You'll have seen this fabric before. It's amazing for this kind of thing. And because it's the craft paper and the bonded nylon, I didn't need interfacing as well, and it's got fantastic structure and rigidity. Then I had to pop in a little Rosy Cheeks label here. It says crafted in chaos, which generally this room is. You can see this half, don't look at that half. But I just love how this came out, and the way you turn it out at the end, it makes the paper go all crinkly, and it just looks incredible. It looks so nice. I've got this paper as well in silver and I'm very tempted to make another one. So this was my first little entry. This was my stash capsule. For my second entry, I wanted to make an oversized shirt as a kind of a beach cover up, or just something to layer when the weather got a bit hot and you didn't want to get sunburned, which I'm in terror of doing. So I wanted to make a shirt, and I found the pattern on Passion Emporium and it's called the Ocean Days oversized shirt. I'm so happy with how this came out. I think Passion Emporium patterns are so good. I just love them. The way they do their PDFs, so I always print my patterns PDF. I just print them, got my printer down here, and I stick them together. And sometimes they can be 45 pages where you're sticking together rows and rows and rows and rows and rows before you can cut out a single pattern piece. Not so with Passion Emporium. The way they do them is they've kind of grouped them. So you put together maybe six pieces of paper, and that's suddenly a pattern piece you can put aside. Then you put together the next piece. So it all comes together very quickly and you're not laying out a massive sheet of paper all in one go. I really appreciate that. Also, they have so many tester pictures. You can see exactly what it looks like on a variety of body shapes, a variety of fabrics, which is wonderful inspiration. And then also the instructions are really clear. I just love their patterns. So when I found the Ocean Days shirt, I knew it was going to be a winner. And this is it. So it is in this fantastic kind of floral, almost realistic paint fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. I'll link down below a discount code. Thank you very much. That's the affiliate link. And I just love how this came out. So I did the relaxed collar version. You can do one with a collar stand, but I wanted it a little bit more relaxed. I didn't interface. It's a summer shirt, don't really need to. It's got a lovely button placket. It's not a separate pattern piece for button plackets. You just fold it under. Again, it didn't interface that. And I didn't put buttons or buttonholes on it. Oh well. Then I did the cuffs, which are lovely. I did the full sleeves and they look really nice rolled up. I popped in a little Studio 77 label here that says Hello Summer with a little pineapple, which I thought was very appropriate. It's got a lovely yoke at the back as well, so it doesn't have any gathering, so it's very oversized. The only difference I made was I actually cut 2 yokes because I love doing the burrito on the inside where it's all nicely enclosed. You don't have an exposed seam here, which is really nice. So then looking towards the cuff, so the cuff is actually a cuff piece like this, and it's done slightly differently to how I would have done cuffs before. You actually attach it to the inside first and then fold it over and stitch in the ditch here, which is quite a nice way of doing it. And then you've got a little kind of binding piece here on the cuff as well. So in the interest of science, it did actually give you 2 ways to finish the cuff here, 2 ways of doing the binding, and I did both ways to be able to report back. It gives you an easy way, which is basically get the strip of fabric, make a crease in the middle, fold the 2 sides into that, and then that's your binding. side and just slip it on and just sew. And then it gives you the, I think, the more traditional way, which is a little bit more faff. Basically, you don't iron the strip, you sew it right sides together, you sew along there very, very carefully, and then you flap it over and then you fold under a little bit and then stitch again. The easy way is much, much easier and it looks much, much nicer. So the way I did it in the more traditional way, I got a bit of a pucker, but the one that I did the easy way looks absolutely perfect. So you can be the judge, but the easy way is great. So, and that's a little cuff, which is just lovely. So all in all, it's a really, really nice pattern, came together super quickly, some beautiful details. It's got this lovely swooped hem here, and it comes together quite nicely at this little point, a very, very pronounced swoop at the back as well. And all in all, I think it's a lovely, lovely shirt, and I'm really, really happy with how it came out. So the next challenge was So Frugal, and this has been running for about 6 years now, hosted by the fantastic Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and also Sam from Frugalissima. So basically, you pick a free pattern and you pick fabric from your stash and you sew it up. It's a fantastic challenge. I've entered a number, at least 4 or 5 for the past 6 years, and I just love it. It's really, really eye-opening. Some free patterns that you never ever knew existed. You discover new designers, and it's really, really good fun. And the angle that I've taken for the past 2 years is that I go up to the attic and I get my jersey scraps bin and I make something from that, and I've really enjoyed doing that. So first up, I made something for baby French seams. And this is his, and he looks adorable in it. This is the Brindle and Twig Ringer Tee. So this is the age 0 to 6, and this is free, but then they do a paid for pattern for age 6 to age 14 and also an adult version as well, but this is the free version. You can get it in long sleeves and short sleeves, but I'd never done a short sleeve with a cuff before, so I thought that was really cute. And I had all this fabric just in my stash. I bound the neckline in Specky Seamstress binding, as I always do, link down below my video tutorial on how to do that. And then it's got a lovely band at the bottom, so super quick to come together. Lovely instructions. I actually made Older French Seams a Brilliant Twig hoodie for So Frugal last year, and he loves it as well. They're a lovely, lovely pattern company. But the difference that I wanted to make in So Frugal this year was to use a free tutorial. And I was really taken by reverse applique, so I wanted to give that a go. So baby French Seams, he was a little guinea pig, unfortunately. So I trialed it on his, and I think it worked out quite well. I had this lovely brick cotton fabric that I got from Crafty Studio years ago, and I just did the word play because it only has 4 letters. So basically I printed out the word, and then I got my cotton fabric and I interfaced it, and then you put it against the inside of the jersey here, and then I just traced out the words across the front here, so with just a heat erasable marker, and then you just sew all around the outside just so that it's attached. You don't need to use any pins, things like that, and then you just sew all the way around the letters, and then you use lovely applique scissors and you can cut out the letters, and it worked rather well. So I did use my free motion embroidery foot because I think pivoting around these is quite tricky, and it worked out rather well. And then I was able to snip around and it reveals the play in the brick fabric below, and I think it's really, really cute. So once I was brave enough for that, I attempted it on my own sweatshirt. So for me, I wanted to make a sweatshirt as well, and I just love how it came out. Pop in a picture here. This is the Peekaboo Patterns Adult Classic Sweatshirt, and it's a unisex pattern, and it comes in a crew neck like this one. You can also make it in a hoodie, and that comes with a kangaroo pocket as well. It's a fantastic pattern. It really, really is. For the version that I made, just a simple crew neck version, it just has a waistband at the bottom and then cuffs as well. And so this was so quick to come together. Basically, I had to cut out 2 pattern pieces. You get 1 pattern piece for the front and the back. You just get different lines for the neckline, front and back, and then you get a pattern piece for the sleeve. And then it gives you cutting instructions for the neckband, for the cuffs, and for the waistband as well. So it came together super quickly. All this was from my stash, and I just love this green marled fabric that I got from Dries and stuff, and I really, really love it. I of course bound the neckline and put in a lovely label, pop in a picture here as well. I just had to. And it's lovely Sewing Notions binding as well, which is gorgeous, that I got from the Specky Seamstress. So for mine as well, I made a size medium grading to a size large, and I put my Billion sweatshirt pattern piece on top of it, the Tillian Buttons Billy, to see whereabouts it would fit, and it fit quite well. I did have to remove 2 inches from the length and about 2 inches from the sleeves because it is a unisex pattern, so they probably do draft it slightly larger. But if I just remove those bits, it fits absolutely perfectly, and I love the fit now. It's got an ever so slightly dropped shoulder, and I do like the height of the neckline as well, so I think it came out beautifully. As I said, you can do a hood and a kangaroo pocket as well. I haven't tried that version, but never say never. So then for my reverse applique, I wanted to use the word social, and I have my fantastic friend Cindy to thank for that. So thank you, Cindy, for that recommendation. I couldn't really decide what word to use. It's tricky, isn't it? But I'm so delighted with social because I was able to do this at the Southside Social. So I love to be able to do it there. Pop in a picture of me wearing it fresh off the machine. So again, I got this beautiful floral fabric, backed it in interfacing. Then I printed out the letters, and I spent a long time laying out the letters to see where they'd sit on me and see if they're horizontal, see if they're symmetrical. So it was actually good that I did make up the sweatshirt first so that I could see exactly where they fit. But then it's slightly difficult to wrangle under the sewing machine, so it swings and roundabouts. But once I got my letters in the right place, I then traced around them with heat erasable marker as well. Put the backing on, then pinned it, then just sewed around it to stabilise it. And then I got to work with my free motion embroidery foot. This caused a little bit of problem. I don't think it liked the thread I was using initially, so I've got a couple of lines, but I think it just adds to the kind of the rustic nature of it. And then I did find proper thread and I was able to finish it perfectly. Much less stressful. And then again, I just cut around with the applique scissors, which are these little duckbill scissors, and I have my wonderful friend Lorraine to thank for these scissors. She kindly gave them to me, so thank you, Lorraine. They were invaluable. And then that revealed the little word, and I'm so happy with how it came out. So this was 2 free patterns, and it was a free, easily accessible tutorial as well for the reverse applique. It was on the Ellie and Mac YouTube site, so I'll link that down below as well. So overall, a very successful Sew Frugal, and I think a very successful Sew Skin Summer challenge as well. So that about rounds it up. Thank you very much for watching. I'll link everything down below as always, but if you do have any questions on any of my makes or any of the challenges, please do reach out and let me know. Please do leave me a comment in the comment box below. Did you take part in these challenges this year? I'd love to hear about it, and you know how much I love having the chats. If you like this video, I'd very much love it if you give me a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing. And I hope you're all well. I hope you're all getting some time for some lovely sewing, and I will talk to you all again very soon in another video. Take care, everyone. Bye.